and I'm elated, happy and impressed with what you all are doing, the LBS USA Association.
Tell us about some highlights of your career.
One, there was, you know Sunningway, right?
Sunningway, yes.
Sunningway.
Sure.
And there was a flood there one time. Man, it rained so much that at that period, and we could see the people from upstairs in the studio, we could see the people's mattresses and everything floating away. Yes. So I called Tommy. I said, Tommy, we got to cover this event. You have to be careful because the sewage or the system and the gutter system was not very good, and people were running all over the place. It was a disaster. Yeah. So we did a live broadcast from there.
You did?
And people were saying, oh, we've been going through this year after year. The government did not do anything. But you know, in those days, you can't criticize the government. You couldn't. So we let the people did all the talking. And then this was during the Talbot era, and they declared disaster and created a shelter for people at the Ministry of Public Works. It was on a Friday. People wanted to go for their weekend to their farms, and I remember this minister coming up to me at ELBC. Who asked you to do this broadcast? Are you the people's spokesman? Anyway, that went through, but we thought we had done a service.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In the interest of the people.
Right. So then came the Justin Obi affair.
Yes.
When the Episcopal bishop was murdered broad daylight. The secretary had written on the blood, Obi. And the bishop had been killed. So we opened our broadcast line. Man, it was not easy. This Nigerian, no, we didn't call his name. We said this man had been murdered. And then the word Obi came out. I take credit for ELBC at the time. ELBC takes the credit that he was caught. He had taken a taxi, left the United States, went to Liberia. We understand that the bishop had not given him a good recommendation for a job. So he went and murdered the man and then tried to make his way out through Guinea to escape. So through our broadcast, Obi had taught at Cuttington University. And the Cuttington students were on the road and they had been listening to this broadcast, and they recognized him in a taxi. That's how he was caught. That's how he was caught. So ELBC took credit for that.
How do you think the media could be used for development in Liberia?
These stations do play a major role, and these newspapers too. Even though sometimes it's not all rosy as it should be, but they're doing their best and they're trying. And I'm sure that somewhere along the line, with the free press, which is one of the bedrock of democracy, we are going to have a healthy society. And educational opportunities are sprouting. And everybody now is looking towards education as the key for success, which is a good thing.
LBS Sassafras, featuring Jonathan Refell. Thank you so much for watching.
That was Jestina Gray speaking to the legendary Liberian broadcaster, Jonathan Refell. And that is all we have from ELTV, Action News. I'm Emily Brewer at the Next Generation Action News. Thanks for joining us and have a good night.